Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And today, what I have for everyone is my full review of the Fantaseal phone stabilizer and mount. So, in particular, if you're new to the channel or you're returning, typically what I like to do is I like to shoot my unboxing and first impressions video, then my review process starts. And once I feel like I got a handle on everything I want to cover and talk to you guys and gals about, then it's full review time. So, that being said, without further ado, let's jump into this full review of this mount and stabilizer, or as I like to call it, the grip and the mount. So, jumping right in, the first thing I want to talk to you guys and gals about this grip and stabilizer mount is the overall build quality and design of the whole package. Now, in terms of build quality and design, this is mostly a plastic construction with a few metal bits. And I gotta tell you guys, in terms of the build quality, it is top notch. Now, there's a little bit of rattling and creaking because you got twistable, adjustable knobs. So you do get a little bit of rattling. But other than that, the build quality is top notch. It actually feels very solid when I have my devices attached to this guy, and so I've had no issues in terms of the build quality. Now, again, talking about the design, I really like the design of this whole package. The grip in particular, they added a nice little ridge portion, almost like it's a pistol grip, so you know exactly where you can rest your hands, and it actually feels very solid in the hands. Whereas the mount and stabilizer portion is extremely versatile, where you can shoot in landscape mode with your devices, or if you wanted to, you can flip it and shoot in portrait mode. And this also allows you to get multiple different angles for multiple different shots. So I really like the design and the build quality of this whole stabilizer overall. Alright, and you also have built-in mount points here. So you got one mount point there, as well as one mount point on the bottom of the mount here. And you have a nice twistable knob, so you don't have to twist the mount itself. You just put it in, and then you twist the knob this way to loosen, and this way to tighten. So overall, I gotta say, it really is top-notch, and it feels very solid in the hands. Alright, now, moving on, let's talk about some compatible devices. Now, being as this is a fully adjustable mount here, you pretty much have maximum compatibility in terms of devices. So I've tested pretty much every device that I own, and I've tested my devices in and out of cases. So in particular, at this moment, I actually own 5 devices. I own a Samsung Galaxy S5 in a case, and out of the case, it works no problem. I also own a Samsung Galaxy Note 3 in a case, and out of the case, it works no problem. And then I own the Moto X Pure Edition, which you can see right here. And I pretty much always keep this guy in a case. And when it comes to this mount, again, it works no problem. Then I have the Moto E4 Plus. Again, in and out of a case, it works no problem. And then my most recent purchase is the Moto G6. And again, as I said, as you're seeing, there's a trend here. It works no problem. So in terms of compatible devices, whether you have a small smartphone with a small screen, or you have a big smartphone with a big screen, it is fully adjustable, and this actually gets extremely wide. I have yet to take this to the end of the screw, but let me just show you. It gets extremely wide right there, and as long as you put it in a certain way, you're not going to bump the bottom screw there. So it's actually going to look really good. And I'll have photo samples of all of my devices in this mount and stabilizer at the end of the video. So if you guys and gals want to see what it looks like, please stay tuned to the end. But in terms of compatible devices, as I've said, you shouldn't have any issues. Regardless of whatever device you want to use, you shouldn't have any issues. Now, Another thing that I wanted to point out is that I also like the fact that you also have a mounting thread on the bottom of the grip here. So that gives this stabilizer and mount also a ton of versatility. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the functionality that you can attain with this. So this guy will pretty much work on any mount. So you can see I have a variety of mounts here. I'm also using my big mount to record this video, but it also works on big mounts as well. And as long as you have the proper threading, it should work on any mount. So you can see this is my Manfrotto mini tripod. And all you really got to do is just screw it on, and then you're in business. Bam. And it's just going to work. So if I needed added length, or, I wanted to get a specific angle, and I was like, okay, my tripods adjust, slap it on the tripod, and then we're in business. So here's my Mini D right here, Mini D tripod, and it also works. Again, you just screw it on, and you're in business. All right? So really nice stuff there. And also, as I've said, I also tested it with my big tripod, and it works no problems. So the fact that they included a mount screw on the bottom adds a ton of versatility. And if you're going to be doing a lot of shooting with it, they also included a strap. So you just screw this guy on, and then you have a strap. So if you're going to be taking it around, you put it on your wrist, and you shouldn't have any issues. And the strap itself is also fully adjustable. So really nice touch there. So pretty much in terms of functionality and versatility, you have a bunch of options here with this mount and stabilizer, and it is extremely versatile. So top-notch marks there. Now, moving on, let's get into some of the positives and negatives. And then we're going to wrap this video up, talk about the price, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts and a recommendation or two. So let me summarize these positives and negatives real quick. Positives. You have a really, really solid build quality and design. Okay? Really nice grip in the hands. Feels really solid overall. Whether you have a device in it or not, you got maximum functionality because they included just about every mount point thread that you would need. So whether you want to use it on the side here and mount it to the side, or you just want to mount the whole thing using the bottom thread, you got maximum functionality there. Again, this guy is compatible with just about every device that you could think of in terms of smartphones, and that is what this is for. Again, being a smartphone mount stabilizer is pretty much compatible with any smartphone you could think of, and it's fully adjustable. So that really is a really nice positive there. And yeah, I think that about does it for the positives. And again, the price may also be considered a big positive, but we're going to talk about that at the end of the video. Now, talking about the negatives, I gotta say, I wasn't really able to find any. Like, I had a few gripes, and then after I started using it, and it really started to grow on me, I realized for what it is, there really is no negatives with this setup here. So in terms of negatives, I don't really have any. Sometimes you really have to use a device, and then you take a step back and you realize what the use cases are, and you realize, are those gripes really negatives? No. So I don't really have any negatives to speak of in terms of this grip and stabilizer mount here. So that pretty much sums up my positives and negatives on this mount and stabilizer. And again, I'll be sure to update you guys in videos to come and down below in the comments if I run into any issues with this grip and stabilizer mount. So there you go. Now, moving on now, we've reached the end of the video, and this is where I want to talk about the price and give you guys my final thoughts and maybe a recommendation or two. Now, again, this is where I have to send a big shout out to Fantaseal for making this video possible. But that being said, I've done a ton of research, And right now today, this mount grip stabilizer is available online on Amazon and eBay for prices ranging from about $20 all the way down to 13 bucks. And I gotta say, you guys and gals are probably wondering, for that price, is this really worth it? And I would have to say yes. Again, for that price, that's the same price as my mini Manfrotto tripod. So again, and this is just the tripod itself, this doesn't include the mount, so that really is a nice positive that you get the grip and the mount, so you really only need a tripod and you're good to go. And in terms of tripods, I can always recommend the Mini D. This one was about $4. So you think about it in terms of price. If you really want to start maybe a YouTube channel or any type of production channel and you need a mountain stabilizer, or you're going to be using your smartphone, the most cost-efficient way to go would probably be to grab this for your 20 to 13 bucks, and then maybe grab a mini tripod like this for $4. So altogether, the total for both of these would be $24, give or take a few dollars, depending on the price that you get it at. So that's just a prime example as to, the value of this device. So that being said, I would have to say, can I recommend this? I would have to say yes. Alright, so that pretty much does it for this review of the Fantaseal Grip and Mount Stabilizer. As always, guys and gals, hold on real quick, hold on. So unprofessional, I apologize, had to take a real quick phone call, so there is going to be a slight cut in this video, but I apologize. Now, where was I? Summing it up. So again, in terms of the price, can I recommend this grip and mount stabilizer? And I would have to say yes. And again, big shout out to Fantaseal for making this video possible. Bam. Alright? Now, as always, if you guys and gals enjoyed the video or found it helpful in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to hit the like button down below. Give that bad boy a thumbs up. Or if you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below, because you never really know what's going to happen when I push that record button. And if this video piqued your guys' interest and you would like to know where you can pick up this mount and stabilizer for yourself, all links to where to pick up this mount and stabilizer will be available down below in the video description. So if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description should be like a one-stop shop for you guys, and you should be good to go. Alright? Also down in the video description, you guys will see links to a ton of video samples that I've taken with the stabilizer and a ton of video tests using my various devices. And you'll also see a very nice pic slideshow that I put together using this stabilizer to take a bunch of shots. And some of those actually turned out to be some of my favorite shots that I've ever taken with my devices. So all of those links will be down below in the video description. So again, down below in the video description should be like a one-stop shop for you guys, and you should be good to go. Now, as always, if you guys and gals know anyone out there looking for the best performing devices and products at the cheapest possible prices, please feel free to share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everyone, because we all deserve the best. That being said, I hope everyone has a great day, and I know the 4th of July is coming up really soon, so I hope everyone has a great 4th of July as well. And I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Or maybe did it pass already? I don't know, I got my days and nights mixed up. It is what it is. Have a good day, everybody. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.